So I'll start by reading this quote by Frank Fanon. Each generation out of obscurity must discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it. So as we delve into this year's theme, let me start by giving this striking juxtaposition in the global energy consumption. So we are using the United States as in the past few weeks, it has been a in the past few weeks, the United States has been trending, online, and there's a word that I could say, and that is because of the general elections that just took past, if you didn't know. And in Nigeria here, you would hear national grid because it has been collapsing. And so we went online and we checked the amount of energy the United States used last year, and it is 93.65 quadrillion BTU. It didn't make any sense to me because in Nigeria here we use megawatts and things like that. So we did the conversion and it was 27,450 terawatt hours compared to Nigeria that is 119 terawatt hours. And it goes to show that the United States consumed over 230 times the energy we do in Nigeria here. And this disparity reflects not only the difference in economic development, but also underlines the challenges in equitable energy access and sustainability. The Nigerian energy landscape tells a story of potential and resilience. Despite our rich natural gas reserves, the country faces significant energy access challenges with natural gas powering as much as 80% of our electrical resources in Nigeria, including one of the assets we have in Nigeria aside natural gases, which we produce. We are the ninth largest producers of natural gas in the world. We also have the third largest mangroves in the world. And I know people are wondering why I'm talking about like mangroves when I'm talking about energy, but to meet our energy demands, we need to make it sustainable because that is where the world is going to. So, no, before my slide. So the Niger Delta of Nigeria has an estimated 10,000 to 11,000 square kilometers of mangroves, and it has the potential, and this states in my graph here, Bayelsa River, Delta, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River, they make up the Niger Delta mangroves. And it has the potential of sequestering 10 million tons of carbon yearly, and that is worth $50 to $200 million depending on the market rate used. And in the western peninsula of Lagos, we have 74 square kilometers of mangrove, and it is capable of sequestering 74,000 tons of CO2 annually. And this potential carbon credit value ranges between $370,000 to $1.4 million annually. These ecosystems are not just environmental treasures, but they are valuable in our fight against climate change. Next slide, please. And these are the top countries in the world. Now, for some of these countries do not have mangroves, or they don't have enough mangroves to generate carbon credits. So they've been able to develop their forest assets with Russia. Russia has the highest amount of forest asset value in the world, and it goes all the way. I think this is like top 6. And in Nigeria here, our forest asset value is about $1.5 billion, but this is undeveloped, like as it is, without we touching it. It is $1.5 billion, and developed countries have been able to leverage our forest sectors, both ecologically and economically, and Nigeria has room for growth. And this is a graph showing Nigeria compared to the top countries in the world when it comes to our potential in forestry, and this does not include our mangroves. Next slide, please. And within Nigeria, these are the states that have the most forest cover, and this is them by Slide. So today, as we address energy demands, carbon credits, and forest asset values, we are challenged to rethink how we can bridge this gap sustainably. How do we transform Nigeria's energy, knowing that the United States, as at last year, had a population of 330 million, and in Nigeria here, we're estimated to have a population of over 200 million. Like, just not the difference between our population is 100 million, but the difference in energy consumption is too great. And if we are going to become a developed nation, as we hope to be, we would need to work on our energy value, because we are, by 2050, it is said our population will be over 300 million. And now we can see we don't have enough energy reserves to go around the country, and we've been having like national grid falling like every 2 minutes or something, you know. So if we are going to meet our energy demands by 2050, when we become 300 million, and we need to make it sustainable, because the Lagos state government has brought about a carbon registry where every brand in Nigeria has to account for their carbon credits. That means we have to look outside, you know, to get to pay for carbon credits to meet whatever deficits we have. And we can see it is not in our best interest, because in Nigeria here we generate so much crude oil, but we spend all that money importing petroleum back into the country, and that is not sustainable. So our dialogue today is an invitation to envision solutions, challenge existing paradigms, and collectively carve a way towards an environmental just society. So thank you all for being a part of this journey.